So I attempted to build Poseidon's vault and transform it into a better one. And now this is the second episode, but it's typically not Poseidon's vault, but it's actually Hades' vault. As you may know, SeenSven has created lots of prisons, and one of them is Poseidon's vault. And so I decided to do the next one, which is Hades' vault. So before you go inside the video, I would like to remind you guys to please subscribe and hit the like button. Let's hit 5 likes. I know it's small, but let's hit 5 likes so that I can transform another vault or another prison in the Minecraft community. And so I shall leave this to the process on how I built Hades' vault. So I've decided that I should, flatten the area out because it's pretty not that flat. So I also replaced the sand with stone and added black stone, black concrete powder, magma, and other stuff into the mix so that would it would reenact like it's like charcoal coming out from the lava. Yeah, I think so. As we go through the other lava pool in the other side, we can actually see my process on doing this. It's very satisfying. And so I did it to the other lava pool, and as we go through in here, we can actually see the gateway and the path that I actually made for this whole build. So I landscaped the whole area, removed the extra bits, added a bit of terraforming, flattened that area out, and yeah. So let's move on to here. I added the lava pool, those soot or charcoal at the other side, then a lava waterfall at the edge. Then I added another lava pool to give some more light, and of course, charcoal. As we go down this path, we can see that I actually made like some sort of bridge, I think. And this is actually terraforming, another terraforming that I did using world edit. Yep, sand, cylinder, those stuff. And I'm currently building a bridge, which is actually interesting during that time building. I used campfires, spruce slabs, and dark oak, stripped, of course. And so let's move on to the installment. It was hard installing this whole thing because it was bothering the whole landscape, so I had to lower it down a bit, and this caused it so to delete some parts of the landscape, so I had to terraform it again. Yeah, again. So yeah, I terraformed the whole area, typical. And it's actually going pretty nice in the first 10 hours of this build. So the next 10 hours, I've been doing the other lava pool and adding the basalt, or polished basalt actually. So because, well, I forgot to add basalt and polished basalt. And so I added like a lava river there, but it seems like it's out of place. So I removed it and added some bone thorns, or like bone or rib cages in the walls on different places so that it would look like a bone or like a graveyard of some sorts. So let's move on to the volcano itself. I created the path and made it so that it would look like it's dented in the ground and it's been crushed by many travelers in the ages. And now I terraformed the volcano because it's the main attraction of this whole Hades vault, and I done that part and flattened that whole area because, well, it's pretty downright very deep, and I added trees, more a rib cage, one part of the rib cage. I copy pasted it to the other sides. I also made like a custom rib cage, or even bones or like hands, skeleton hands. I created chains hanging from the ceiling. It's pretty poggers going. I created like this some sort of contraption where the chain is going towards that area specifically, and it's looking pretty nice for another 10 hours of this build. I also created another rib cage because, well, rib cage is good. I put the other rib cage there, terraformed it so it would look cool. That also there, and I think that's all. Now let's move on to the lighting. So I used the chains design and I decided to create like a little box. And guess what this is? It's a lantern. Yep. I added a lantern and some light into it, of course, because it's a lantern. And I copy pasted it into different places and adjusted the terraforming so that it would look like it's hanging from the ceiling. And so let's go on to adding some more light using some typical normal lanterns. And now I did the portal to the overworld. Yup, that looks like a portal to the overworld, and I'm planning to change it to purple, but now I wanted to change it into orange and red. You may see that in the next clip. I shall even music to you. And this is Hades' fault.